Say something for me, girls. For years we've domesticated them, and I think it's quite important to know what exactly they're saying. They've all got very distinct voices, so even without looking at them in the herd, I can tell which one is making a noise just based on her voice. Hopefully one day I'll be a cow whisperer or a cow moonicator. My name's Alexandra Green. I'm from the University of Sydney and I'm a PhD candidate here studying the vocal behaviour of dairy cattle. I go out into a field and I record the vocalisations of dairy heifers in response to different farming contexts. I love animals, I love cattle, this is my passion. Growing up in Sydney, I didn't have much interactions with cattle. So I started working at a pet store when I was 14 and it made me so interested in their behaviour and what they're saying and what are they doing and why are they doing this. Yeah. Hello. So I'm currently looking at feed anticipation and feed frustration as well as estrus or their heat cycle and also the vocalisations in response to social isolation since they are such a social species. They've all got very distinct personalities. You've got your chatty cows, you've got your shy cows. I have one girl, she won't shut up. This is Cheddar. So she's the little runt of the herd. She gets bullied by the other girls because she's a bit smaller and they have a hierarchy. She knows she can get food from me without being bashed. I try and take selfies with her, but she gets a bit shy, don't ya?
I didn't know what to make out at first when I first saw her. I thought we had put a weight around her leg to stop her blowing away.
I met Neville probably about a year ago in the dairy science group. He's taught me everything I know really about how to draft cows and what behaviours to look for and just how to act around them.
No, I don't think I talk to cattle. I think they talk to me. After years of walking behind the buggers, you tend to pick them out. For years we've known what cattle do. We don't know by their sound and whether or not they're hungry or they're stressed, but no one's actually recorded any of this or put it into any format that people can understand.
So we're about to start the feed anticipation trial, so we're just going to bring all the cows in and sort them into their groups of 6.
Riley, get away out. Get away back there. They're happy. Go back. Go back. These cows are feeling good. Stop there. There. Stop there. My old dog, he's about 8-year-old. I think he's going deaf by the way he's working at the moment. Go back. Stop. Come in now, Rolly. Rolly. You old bugger. My whistle just dried up.
The device I use, it's sort of like a Fitbit. So I'm just applying this elastic belt, which I can then attach the heart rate monitors to. Good girl. So I've just got to get all my equipment on. That's her, that was Glenda. Neville has the high vis on because I'm trying to train the cows to associate that visual cue with the act of gaining a feed reward. So ladies, food! I've trained them up so whenever I say that word food, they get really excited because they know that they're about to receive a food reward. Food! Now you got to show them what it is for 30 seconds. Food! They get a bit rowdy and restless when there's food involved. And take it back again. What we usually see with the cattle is that they produce a nasal call, so with their mouth closed, and it sort of sounds like a sound. As they become more excited or if they need to communicate with a herd mate that's far away, they'll then start to open their mouth and produce a louder sounding call. Shake it a bit, show them what it is. Food, food. And I believe now they're allowed to have the food. The next step will be actually analysing this with a computer program called Pratt. primarily used to assess human voice. However, I've adapted it so we can look at cow calls. This first bit here is produced nasally. And then as the waveform increases here, this is where she opens her mouth. This blue line here, this is the pitch of the call, and this is what we use to assess how aroused or excited the animal is in a certain situation. It all relates back to their emotions and what they're feeling at the time. It's important to know that each animal is individually cared for, and if they're telling us what they're saying, then that's just amazing and gives us so much information about their welfare and condition.
We need to have this information so people don't come to us and say, oh, that cow's crying, that cow's sad. We know what they're doing. We can tell that now by what Ali's doing. And that information is priceless to the beef and dairy industry.
I'd like to say that one day we'd be able to develop a cow dictionary or an understanding of their whole vocal repertoire.
It's the future. It's what we should be doing. Should have done it years ago.